as an African American because it's hard in the IT in the world. But like he's doing a lot of freelance work, and I have mentioned this group. And if you're okay with it, I would love to show him some of the videos, get some of hell yeah, because he can help me really take this to another level. You know what I mean? Because like my thing is this can be a one-stop shop. Like you don't even gotta like you do the zooms because you do the zooms. You know what I mean? Like people play just to get access and the shit runs. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then like that's basically how I'm looking at it. But like back to the trading, so I'm thinking I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna jump in a bunch. So I'm gonna go $50 at a time. I'm gonna do my tiny ass lot sizes. Do 1, 2 trades at a time, and just keep it patient. You know what I mean? Keep it patient.
Because I think a lot of times, hold on, guys. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I think a lot of times what happens is it's an over leveraging part, right? And when you got too many open trades, you're risking a lot at that point. So I would say at any given moment when you're trading, you don't want to have more than at least 2 or 3 trades open, depending on how much money you have, right? So let's just say, for example, if you only have $100 in your account. If you only have $100 in your account, you should be doing a lot size of 0.01, first off, and you should be doing no more than 2 trades at a time, right? And the reason being for that, guys, is first off, can everybody hear me? If you all, because we got some more people to hop on. If you guys can hear me, just drop a 777 in the chat. Okay. Cool. Here you can hear Lexi, Aina. Okay. All right, cool. So let's talk about it, right? If you only have $100 in your account, right, and I would say do this for every 100 that you have. If you have $100 in your account, you should be doing a 0.01 lot size, okay? And that means a maximum of 3 trades open, right? And we always know at the absolute most, you want to do a stop loss between 30 to 50 pips, right? So if we're doing a 0.01, that means you're willing to lose anywhere between $3 to $5, right? If you're doing a 30 to 50 pip stop loss. So let's just say if you do 0.01, right? Simple 0.01 lot size, and you did 3 trades, right? If you hit your TP, which should be about 10 to 15 pips, that'll be $3, right? $3 in profit. But if you lose, right, let's say you lose all 3 and you did a lot size of 50, a stop loss of 50 pips, that means you lost $15, right? But you still got $85 left. Versus if you did, you start off with an account of $100, you did a lot size of 0.1, and you did that 3 times, and you went 50 pips in a negative, right? That first trade is going to take you out. Because one trade going negative 50 pips has already put your account in half, right? So if you do 3, it's not going to even let you get to a negative 150 because we're going to start closing out trades before you can because of the leveraging factor. So if that makes sense, just put an MS in the chat box. I want to make sure everybody understand that. Okay? So you never want to risk more than, I would say, 15% of your total account. 15%. Right? So if you got $100, you should only be willing to lose $15. And that's no matter if you have 1 trade or 3 trades. You shouldn't lose no more than $15. That's 15% of your account. Okay? Now, what I want to talk about today, guys, does anybody have any open trades? Just put yay or nay in the chat. If you got any open trades from last week. Aaron said no. Pat said yes. Okay. Anybody else besides Pat? Not from the group though. Okay. Pat, what currency pair you got open? What currency pair, bro? Naima, what
Give me like 3 minutes. I gotta go grab my other phone. I just got a new phone this weekend and I'm working on both of them. I don't even have anything on my new phone yet. 1 second.
Okay, no problem, bro. AUZNZD. Okay, let's look at that. AUDNZD. All right, let's look at it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hey, you in there for the y'all both in for the buy, right? AUZNZD. So y'all waiting on what take profit 3 a hit? Okay, let's look at that one real quick. So remember, guys, when I give you all those multiple TPs, right? Whenever I give you multiple TPs, I will say it's safer to bet, right? You gotta understand the take profit with it, right? Take profit one is simply a scalp, okay? That's a scalp, right? That means you're trying to be in or you're trying to be out. You're not trying to be in the trade no longer than about 2 or 3 hours, okay? If everybody understand that, put TP1. That's typically what TP1 is. TP1 is for scalpers, okay? So if you understand that, put TP1, okay? TP1. Now, TP2 is for day traders, okay? TP2 is for day traders. That's someone who's expecting to be in the trade for at least 24 to 48 hours, okay? Put TP2 if you understand that. That's what TP2 is for. TP3 is for swing traders. That's for people who are looking to be in a trade anywhere from a couple of days to a week, okay? So let's look at it. Our take profit 3, and just put TP3 for me if y'all understand that. Okay. Now let's look at TP3. TP3 is at 1 point. Go to the hour chart. TP3 is, let's take this line right here. Settings. TP3, guys, is at 1.10991. And let's make this color yellow. Okay. Let's look at it. So TP3, guys, is way up here. Y'all see that? If you can see TP3 is way up here, this yellow line, just put yellow. Just put Y for yellow in the chat. All right. So understand from right what current price is to that TP3, right? And that TP3 got called out. Let's look at it. Let's go to the day chart so y'all can see. TP3 got called out, guys, because why? We have a lot of momentum to that, from that point, right here, right? Can everybody see when price is right here? Can you guys see this? When price is right here, it went to the yellow. Let's do our back test. When price is right here, it went to the yellow. Price right here, it went to the yellow. So that was the purpose of TP3. Now understand, we are a long way from TP3, right? TP3 is how many pips away? Let's measure it. Roughly about, roughly about 153 pips away. Okay, so we got a nice little moment to wait on that. Okay, so I don't want you all to think like TP3 is going to hit right away. No, TP3 is not going to hit right away. It's a swing trade. Okay, so you have to be patient. You got to wait on it. Okay, you got to be patient. You got to wait on it. All right, so as you look at the moving averages, let's look at the moving averages, track it. Right, look at the moving averages. Let's start from the minute first. Well, let's start from the 5 minute. Right, so on the 5 minute, what do we have? It's price trending down or is price trending up? Somebody tell me. Is it trending up or trending down? Okay. Trending down, right? Trending down. And why are we saying that it's trending down, guys? What's showing us that it's trending down? What do we see? How do we know price is trending down? Anybody tell me? Right. That, but also, what do we see? Price is below the baseline, right? Price is below the baseline. So that means we have a trend going down, right? Did everybody see that? Yes or no? Price is below this baseline, right? So we know it's trending down. Let's look at it in a minute chart. What do we have going on in a minute? Now, according to our minute chart, it looks like price is trending up. Yes or no? Does it look like price is trending up? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Okay. But let's look at it though, right? So price is trending up, but where do we have the yellow line at? Where's the yellow line in comparison to the baseline? Where is it? What do we call that? What do we call this right here? This little area right here is testing it, right? It's testing it. So when the markets open up in about 14 minutes, we have to pay attention, right, to see, for those of you all still in AUD, NZD, right, those of you who are still in this trade, you need to wait and see, first off,
what's up?
Are you guys in profit, yes or no? The people that's in that trade, are you in profit right now?
I'm in a meeting right now, bro. Can I call you back?
Yeah, sure. Right. You're in profit. Okay, so what I need for you all to do, have you adjust your stop loss? Yes or no? Okay, you always have to adjust your stop loss to lock in your profit, right? So your stop loss should not be the original stop loss that I gave you, right? I need you all to understand this. Every time, if you're doing TP1, 2, and 3, right? Once you hit TP1, right, that's gonna close out your trade. Done. First trade over with. You still have trade 2 and 3 still open, right? If you're doing TP1, 2, and 3, right? So once you hit take profit 1, right, and you still have trade 2 and 3 open, you need to adjust your stop loss to take profit 1. If that makes sense, just put MS in the chat. You want to be able to lock in your profit, because if the shit turns around and goes the opposite way and hit your original stop loss, you didn't make any fucking money. You have to adjust your stop loss. Y'all gonna lose money that way. So if you got in at TP1, you got out at TP1 and you still have trade 2 and 3 open, trades 2 and 3 stop loss needs to be adjusted to take profit 1, right? Now, once you hit take profit 2, that's going to close out your second trade. You only had a third trade left. You need to adjust trade 3 stop loss to take profit 2 now. So if it turns around and goes the other way, you're still going to lock in profit. That's the point of trading, y'all. Don't let that shit take you to, if you going to TP3, it takes you to TP2, then turns around and goes to your stop loss. No, adjust it, right? So TP2, let's look at it. TP2 was 10029. 10029. So let's look at it. 10029. That was way up here somewhere. 10029. Let's put 10029. Right about here. Right? So this is take profit 2. Let's look at it. Take profit 2 happened where? It was trending up. It happened right here, right? And as it trended up, right, you hit You hit your, let's just say, take profit 2 hit. You still had trade 3 open. Now, looking at the chart, should you still have your trade open? Yes or no? Just looking at the chart. If you went for TP3, should you have your trade open? Yes or no, guys? No. 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 Because what happened exactly right here? Let's look at it. Price started to trend down. I'm going to put a horizontal line right here. I mean, a vertical line. So we should have got out. You should have got out right here on that trade. It should have took you out soon as, it'll took you out a couple of times, right? It hit TP2, trended down, went back up. It should have took you out here, here, or here. Anywhere along that yellow line. Because let's look at it. Now, if you would have adjusted your stop loss for that third trade, if you would have adjusted it to take profit 2, your stop loss, you would have saved yourself. Let's see how many pips is this that it didn't drop from this point to where it's currently at right now. So from here to here. That's 54 pips, man. That's 54 pips that you lost. And now you got to hopefully wait for it to trend back up. Right? If that makes sense, just put an MS in the chat. Because you got to do your trailing stop losses, y'all. You got to do your trailing stop losses. You got to secure your profit. Because all it takes is for some news to happen. You're in on a buy, right? We're in on the buy. We expect the price to go up. All we need is some news from New Zealand to happen, right? Some good news, and it's going to push prices down. It's going to push them relatively quickly, right? Because where's the fib? The fib is right here. So if we know our strategy, guys, we know price is trying to get to. Let's talk about it. Oh, you know what? Let me undo that. I want y'all to see that. And then also, we got price breaking the trend, guys. Can y'all see that? How price broke the trend line right here? Right, so we had the trend moving up. Once it came here, it broke the trend. That lets us know that price is about to continue to push down. What do we have right here? We have a cross moving down in a 30 minute. Can y'all see that? Yes or no? We got a cross moving down in a 30 minute. Price is below the baseline. 15 minute, same place where the cross happened, where the purple line is at, where we should have got out. We had a cross moving down there. 5 minutes. Ooh, right, it's trending below there, same place. So as it started to become clear why we should have already closed out that trade, is it becoming clear? Got to cross an hour. So all moving averages are saying what? What are the moving averages saying for this pair, guys? Where is it saying the momentum is going? Down. Exactly. Momentum is moving down. So if the momentum is moving down, you need to lock in and secure your profit. Because what's about to happen, shit. Matter of fact, wait. Because right now, guys, look at this. This green line right here was the first take profit. 0.09551. This green line was our first take profit. So at this point, price is below the first take profit. Okay, Eddie. Can y'all see that? At price, right? Green line is the first take profit. Price is below the first take profit. So that's even more of a confirmation why you should not be in that trade. Right? You're below take profit 1. So you got to wait for it to hit take profit 2 again and go all the way up to take profit 3. Right? So if you are in profit, you need to close that trade out as soon as the market opens and secure your profit. Okay? So if you're in the AUD, NZD, you need to close it in the 5 minute, right? What you mean? Now you mean in 5 minutes? Yep, in 5 minutes. Yep. 4 o'clock. Yep. 4 o'clock. So it's best to, like, as you're trading and you got your multiple TPs, you need to make sure that you're still looking at the chart to determine whether or not you should keep that trade open or you should close that trade. Because keep in mind, the things that I give you all are signals, right? It doesn't guarantee that price is going to get all the way to TP3, TP2, right? But if I was you all, I'll bet my money on TP1 for the most part because it's a scalper's market, okay? It's a scalper's market, so we want to always look at that. So let's look at, Pat, what did you say, NZDJPY? So let's look at NZDJPY. Pat, are you in on a buy or sell for this, for for New Zealand, Japan? You come off mute, bro.
I'm in a sale. I've been in a sale since Thursday.
A sale? Okay. So let's chart it up and let's look at it. A sale since Thursday. Okay. Let's chart it all the way up and see what we got. All right, but we also know, look at this. We got a lot of news coming. We got a lot of news coming next week, right? So we want to be cognizant of that. Okay, moving averages off real quick. Okay. Get it? Yellow. Okay. So what I want to do, guys, I want to first identify our supply and demand zone for this pair first. So depending on what floor we're on, so let's scroll. So let's do our supply and demand zone areas right in the middle, right? Right in the middle. So let's check it out. 15 pips. That was green. 15 pips. All right. So we got that supply and demand zone situated. Let's do the next one. Okay. 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 All right. So we got that. So based off of the supply and demand zone, should we be in a buy or a sell right now? Yes or no, guys? No, right? Should not be in it. Should not be in it. But let's go back, right? And let's look at our areas of consolidation, right? Off back, can anybody see the consolidation right here? Can y'all see it? Yes or no? Everybody can see it, right? Okay, so let's chart it up. Draw it out. So what we want to do, we're going to concentrate what our price is right here. So we look way back here, right? Y'all see this right here? Consolidation. Let's look here. We're going to look at other areas where we had steady momentum, right? Right about that. Can y'all see that breakout area right here? Let me pull it down here. Oh, shit. My bad. Let me do that. There you go. Got one area done. Let's talk about this area of consolidation, y'all. So right now, price is price in consolidation or out of consolidation? In or out? It's in, right? It's in consolidation. Oh, market is open. Markets are open. Let's go. For those of you who are in that, let's look at that AUD. I'm gonna come right back, Pat. AUD, NZD. Come right back. Let's look at it real quick. The markets are open. What do we have? Oh, we got a big spike. We got that big jump that just happened when the market's open, right? Let's look at it. So we had a big spike. All of this is aftermarket activity. Y'all see how big this spike is? All aftermarket activity. So that just jumped up from the opening right here. The opening, that shit jumped up 22 pips in 1 minute. Somebody tell me the spread though. Can anybody look at the spread for AUD, NZD? And tell me what the spread is? Spread is 30, all right? But that's not bad. That's not bad. Because we typically don't want to trade when the spread is over like 40. So that's not bad. Right? 30 to 24, that's deep. Now we have this big spike to the upside, right? Long exhausting wick, right? But price is steady trying to push back that way. So right now, what I would do, guys, is if I was in that trade, I'm not gonna let it take me all the way down and back out. I would at least set my stop loss for right here, 109.425. If you're in that TP3, just to give it a little breathing room. But the way it's drilling down right now, I would close profit. I would close the little profit that I do have. That's just me. Because at least you got some type of profit. Okay. Now let's go back to NZD. What was you looking at, NZD JPY? Okay, what is price doing? Falling in this consolidation area. Right? It's falling in this consolidation area. And also, what do we have in a minute? We have a cross. What do we have in a 5? We have a cross trying to form, right? Yellow is crossed, red hasn't yet, right? And it's also forcing price back into the consolidated area, right? The moving averages are pushing price back into this consolidated area. If everybody can see that, just put C in the chat. C se puede. Boy, y'all finna get immaculate with this Spanish. Wow, we're reaching chin in this motherfucker. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right, so moving averages. Say it's moving down. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's look at the 1 minute chart again. 1 minute, what we got? Still trending down. Still trending down. Okay. Then in relation to our supply and demand zones, we got a long way to go. All right. But you got a lot of news coming up, Pat. There's a lot of news that's about to transpire between what's today's date? Today's shit. Right? We got a lot of news coming up. And this news right here is coming at 5:45 today. That's news against New Zealand. So it may push price straight down to this consolidated area some more. We got a lot of yellow flags for both. We see them yellow flags, I mean, it's going to be a lot of consolidation. There is no red, there is no green, there is no clear indication of which currency or which economy is going to be stronger. So it's going to be consolidated. Right? But also we want to look at too, though, right? I want y'all to look at this. Just pay attention to the smaller trends, right? Pay attention to this stuff. Can everybody see that right there? That trend line?
Man, I'm so glad you did that. I was actually looking where you started that trend line as a point where it's going to come back down to. But now that I see that trend line, I'm like, it's higher lows all the way.
Higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, bro. Right? So we got higher highs, higher lows. And what we mean by that is this was a low, this is a high. This is a low, this is a high. Right? These lows are higher than the previous low. So that means higher lows and higher highs. That is an indication that price is trending up. Same thing we had here. Look what happened at this price point. Boop, boop, boop. Same trend. Same trend. Just a little stronger. Oops, shit. Same trend. But once price broke that trend, what did it do? It fell below. Boom, picked up here. Started trending up. Now what I would do, I would wait, right? Before I got in on a buy or a sell, if I'm doing market execution, because of course we got our pending orders, right? So we're looking for the breakout at this consolidation area. So you can get your sell here, get your buy here. But if you simply want to scalp, I wouldn't do anything until I seen price break this trend line, or if I see price respect the trend line and pop up above the baseline, okay? And then I would get in on a buy, on a scalp. Because if I get in on a buy and a scalp, once it comes up out of here, 9 times out of 10, it's going to go through my consolidated area. I mean, through my supply and demand zone. Right? But you can catch the double bubble because you already know when it hit here, you get down to 10 pips, which is right about here. Right? You know, the zone is 15. We in and out in 10. So you get out right about here. Boop, right about that. But if price respects this trend line, starts to trend above it, and what I'm expecting it to do, just looking at it, how it's moving, and again, you know, it's subject to change. I'm looking for price to do this. All right, I'm looking at price to do this. And if price comes here, like trickling up, boop, 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 comes here, this is a very critical point right here. Can anybody tell me why this is a critical point right here? Why is this intersection right here crucial? What we got going on right there? We got resistance, yep. What else we got going, y'all? We got a lot of things going on. Let's talk about it. Right, we got the trend line right here. We got the baseline, and we got the consolidated area. Right, so we got 3 things going on right here. We got the baseline potentially coming this way. Right, we're projecting the baseline to continue along this way. We got the trend line coming up. We also have this consolidated area right here. Right, so if it breaks out of here, right, that means it's broken out of consolidation. It's respecting the trend line going up, and it's rising above the baseline. That will let us know what their prices are doing. What, guys? That lets us know that price is doing what? Going up. Now, what happens if price gets here, right? It falls below the baseline, it falls below the trend line, and it falls back into consolidation area. What do we have going on? What will price be doing then? right? But the biggest key is we have to wait for all of this shit to develop. You gotta wait. So this is an hour. We're looking at an hour. So this shit probably ain't gonna happen until midnight, right? What's this? 1600. So that's what, 4 o'clock? Yeah. So this shit probably ain't gonna happen until about midnight tonight when it gets to that area. So midnight, 1 o'clock ish, right? Anywhere between midnight, 2 a.m. when that London session kicks off, that's gonna be the determining factor. Is price gonna shoot up or is price gonna shoot down once that London session starts? As soon as London session starts, we will know. Okay. You guys want to look at gold, yeah or nay? Okay. Let's look at gold. All right. XAUUSD. Now, what I want y'all to understand too, gold isn't open yet. Okay. Gold doesn't open till 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. Because commodity, so it's not open yet. You're not going to see that move till high. So let's look at projections for gold. So we already know not yesterday, but last week, we was getting like fucking wicked in and taken out of each trade. Right? Wicked in and taken out. So what I may do moving forward for people who are participating in that compound plan, instead of doing pending orders, I may just do market execution because the pending orders are too iffy. And what I don't want to keep happening is us getting wicked in like right the fuck here. I mean, get wicked in and then just take it back out. Wicked in, taking right back out. Right? We're not about to keep doing that shit. Right? Wicked in, right here, taking out. Right? We're not doing it. Same thing down here. Here it's been a go. Right? Every time it went through here, we've been good. We've been hitting our 10 for the most part. There hasn't been any wicked in getting wicked out. There's been a lot of wicked in and wicked out on the buy though. So the only way I would feel comfortable making this a pending order right here for this area is if price came above this baseline, right? If price come above the baseline, then I'll call it out. Even right here, I'm scared to call a sell stop because what has it done? It respected it, turned back around. Came back down, respected it, turned back around. So that's 2 times we got whipped to a sell stop and that shit turned exactly around. Okay. So I think it's probably best to do market execution and everybody's got to know how to calculate the 10 cents to put your stop loss because everybody's going to be different if we're all getting in at market execution, right? I may get in at 1950. You may get in at 1950 and 92 cents, right? So that means our profit's going to have to be different. Mine will be 1960. Yours will be 1960, 92. Mine will be 1951. Yours will be 1951, 92. Right? So we just got to make those adjustments. So I want to play with that idea. In the meantime, I'm still going to be giving out regular signals for you all just to put into your regular account. That's not for compounding. That's for just regular trades. Make sure you're using proper risk management and using a proper lot size for your account. Okay? Because that compound account is very aggressive. And I don't want, you guys losing money because of the compound. So I suggest that everyone at least have 2 accounts. If you want to do the compound, one for the compound account and one for just regular Forex trading, right? Just one for regular proper risk management trade. Okay. So for right now, gold still like it's trending down for the most part. But we got a lot of U.S. news coming up. Right? We got a lot of U.S. news coming up. It kind of is trending out of this consolidated area that stretches out. Stretches out. All right. Anybody in on gold for a buy right now? Anybody? Nobody. Cool. I'm in on a buy for gold. Let me see what I got in. I'm just gonna show you guys what I got in at real quick. Pull up my account. Okay, I got in at 1941.94. So I got one right about here. Boom. One make distribution. One right there. And I got one in 1937, 48, which is right here. Right above there. So I got in two buys right here. Right? So what I'm expecting, guys, I got one here, 4.1. What I'm expecting is the price, if it drops down, right, if it comes back to this future line, this bottom future line, I'm getting out. I'm going to cut my losses and take my L. But what I am expecting is the price to at least get to the yellow line, right? They get to the yellow line, I'm going to take profit, and then I'm going to see, is it going to trend back down, or is it going to break past this baseline and move up? If that makes sense, for the MS in the chat. Right? Because it's either going to pop up above the baseline, or it's going to retest and reject off the baseline and trend back down. But I'm not closing my trade out until I see that movement, right? So I want to see it either go from here to here, or from here, here to down here. If it hits this future line, I'm out. If this yellow line, I'm out. Right? So my stop loss is here, take profit is here. If I hit my take profit, I'm gonna wait and see if the price is gonna pop up above that baseline, or is price gonna respect the baseline, right? In this area like it did before with this yellow line, hit it and drop back down. Right? How many times have you seen price hit the yellow line and drop back down? You seen it? Not too many times. Every time it hits the yellow line, it's trending up for the most part. Trending up. From where it's at right now, it trends up to the top of the consolidated area. Every time. Down here, what does it do? Trend up to the top of the consolidated area, went back down. Down here, top of the consolidated area, went back down. Top of the consolidated area, went back down. Top of the consolidated area, went back down. It came back up to the top of the consolidated area, went back down. So now what we doing? Just gonna wait for it to come to the top of the consolidated area. And either trend back down or shoot up. You only can do one or two things. Either going down or it's going up. Okay? So I did not want to be long, but I did want to be strong, guys. If this session kind of helps you guys a little bit, just put a 777 in the chat. Okay? And if I see any major market movement, happening, I'm definitely going to hop in the chat. If there's a lot of shit cracking, then I'll do another Zoom. But typically on Sunday, the market is kind of slow. So I'm shooting to do the next Zoom. Tomorrow I don't make it home till about midnight. So I'll probably do a group training on Tuesday night, if not tomorrow night, depending on what time I get back home. Okay, so pay attention to your goal. Pay attention to goal. You can get in on a quick scalp, possibly. It is that 1941 area. I will get in 1941. I'm trying to get out of 1944. That gold line. I wasn't trying to get to the top consolidated area. I was just trying to get to the goal line, 1944. So I go from 1941 to 1944. That's 30 pips. That's some quick money you can make, depending on what type of lot size you use and what you got in your account. Okay. But also, if you do that, make sure you set your stop loss for 1938, right? So that's 30 pips below your entry, right? 30 pips below your entry. If you guys got any questions, any concerns, just put them in a group chat on Telegram. And I will talk to you guys later. Everybody have a great day.